I need to warn you about something serious. This is real spiritual warfare, and most people don't even recognize it. Have you seen Silence by Martin Scorsese? Because what happens in that story is not just history, it's a blueprint. It is about the Portuguese priest, Father Rodrigues, who abandoned his faith and became an apostate. And it didn't happen randomly. It happened because he was confronted with three questions he could not answer. And those same three questions are still being used today on people like you. This movie could be very dangerous for those who don't know the answer to these questions. And if you think this could never happen to you, you are exactly the kind of person it works on. We are living in times when your faith will be tested, and you need to be prepared. If you haven't seen the movie, two young priests traveled to Japan during one of the most brutal persecution of Christians in history. Christians in Japan were tortured beyond any measure. So why did they go? Because they heard that the mentor had become an apostate, and they refused to believe it. When they arrive, one of them dies like a martyr. The other one, Father Rodrigues, keeps searching. But what he doesn't know is that he is being led into a devil's trap. He is not facing physical persecution like his friend, but he is surrounded by Japanese high ranking officials who specialize in breaking Christian faith, not with force only, but with deception. And what they use on him will be used on you. The first question they ask was the one that would break most people. What if those Christians died for the wrong Christ? The officials made him meet his former mentor, now an apostate. That former mentor told him, "These people are not dying for the real Christ. They are dying because of you." These people misunderstand Jesus. They compare him to the Son. Their faith is wrong, so their sacrifice means nothing. Think about how devastating that was. He just watched believers tortured to death, and now he's told it was all meaningless. But this is a lie. But this is a lie. Jesus said in Luke 12:48, "Unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required." To dismiss this sacrifice as worthless was a great evil, because God judges the heart, not theological perfection. So don't let anyone convince you that faith becomes worthless because it is imperfect. Only God can judge your faith. That, of course, does not mean that we should remain ignorant on purpose. But we must remember that God, first of all, is after our hearts. The second attack was even more dangerous because it sounded loving. Stay tuned for part two. God bless.